world titles in 5 weight classes. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Here we go for round 1. It's all offense all the time. Good left hook. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Defense is not an option for these 2. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good defense with that left jab. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Got him with a left jab. Good counter punching. Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice job blocking the hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye. They're waiting for it.
Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got down.
Drop.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I'm going to see that again. Where did that come from?
You say you on pool. Cool. Cool gun. Cool been gone for a minute. Started me a little boxing night.
1, 2, 3, 4.
managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knock. On to the third. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Incredible work rate. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Good counter punching. Tempo show. They both want the knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Talk about a... There's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt.
I'll let you when I got you asleep.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood test. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Throws the jab. It doesn't score. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right, just missing. Hold it right there. Crawford's legs are all over the place. No, did you see that?
That nigga sorry.
Can you miss it? Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Look how fast they let him through that point.
Talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Couldn't get out of the way of that combination. fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close range.
Just missed with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I guess showboating is part of their plan. Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford in trouble! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The straight right just misses.
I slapped him.
Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over. And we enter the 8th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that?
And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They exchange punches. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire, fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got to hold that thought. Crawford is dazed. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
That's lights out right there.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Yeah, look at that. Order blocks, mighty. Swing left, right, man, said get ping. Contrary thing, what ping we bring, man, right, some boy shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man, said get ping. Contrary thing, no what ping we bring, man, right, some body shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man, said get ping. Contrary thing, no what ping we bring, man, right, some body shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary thing, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, joke of the show. They keep those.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First, we have Larry Holmes, 6'3" tall, weighed in at 226 pounds, and has an 81-inch reach. And they'll be facing Muhammad Ali, 191 centimeters tall, with a reach of 190. And here comes the Muhammad Ali. Here.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
So a capacity crowd here. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Do you believe what we are seeing? Where are the jabs? Where are the body punches? These two guys are just going after each other's chin. Well, there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater, mano-a-mano.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Straight right hand. Once he dropped his gloves, he got caught. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
This nigga here, he's fine.
Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Oh, man, get your buddy, bro. Man, I'm telling you, some of them motherfuckers be cold with that shit.
You've completely switched up. Get your mind back on the power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. The fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. Is that even what to do? Good work.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Can't land that jab. His jab just got blocked. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
block the uppercut. Just misses with that left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. And there's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. The right hook misses. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Counter shot lands. Nobody home with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like...
And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
In the heavyweight division, one punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. A very competitive round with 10 seconds. Big shot, and down goes Ali.
Oh, that motherfucker.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Mm.
One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight?
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Green, great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slick. Just keep him on that round. Don't worry about it. Let's just get out there and let's reach straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great. Stay focused. Don't let... Yeah? Good. You've done all that work in camp. You got to get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get a jatsu. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Often don't give him anything, all right? Go back out there and win this round. Just stay focused, don't let him back into the fight. Don't give it on, you're switching off. You got complacent. This fight's not over yet already. The right hand's beautiful, that's it.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Done all that work all the way. Now don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Time for the 5th round. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They won't stop firing power shots. Let's see if it works out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You have to give it them back because that's where they're comfortable. Or you play calm, play cool.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Throws the jab, but does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you...
There's the bell for round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nice job blocking the hook.
Hey, now, but we done been defeated
Right
before.
just misses. He blocks the hook. think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Oh my God, they let him throw that shit twice.
And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fight.
What up with it, go?
Lay him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident.
What up, go?
I want you to go. I'm happy I like that.
What's
Now,
up,
good
Pop?
work. You were thinking,
I don't know,
Standing your feelings and shit, nigga.
nigga, you the sensitive nigga I know, man.
You hang up on me like that. I know when you didn't say that. You trying to find the button. It's simple like that. I'm gonna let him win and shit. He trying to find the button. I know he driving. So enough you hung, I just started laughing.
Nah, I wasn't trying to find the button, nigga. All I had to do was click my ear, nigga. I had my AirPods in, nigga.
Yeah, motherfucking pause. So look at it.
Yeah, nigga here, man.
Banged up last round. What can they
Shit,
do here to
funny.
change
Yeah, I
the
like
momentum?
when you get all emotional on things like that.
Come on,
Very
nigga.
surprised if you come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, man, I'm on this motherfucking boxing, man.
Who you in there with?
Me and Nick B.
Nicky B.
We fucking out.
Oh, okay. I'm on that motherfucker. The guy father of Harlem. That shit good.
Yeah, my dad love that shit, bro. I ain't got into it yet.
Just missed with that hook.
Yeah, I watched a long one. I watched when it very first came out. It was only on one season. And I watched like maybe 8 seasons, and then I never picked back up. So I was watching that shit today. That shit good, Kev. It's based on the 70s, the 70s, and shit. That shit good.
On the job.
What?
You step back, steady yourself,
Yeah.
recompose
Motherfucker got
yourself.
plastic
boom,
on the
back
couch
into
and
it.
then
But
here
do
and
not
shit
make
like
those
back in the
mistakes.
day. Like, damn, they got all that shit.
Halfway through the round.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
winning it.
Very close.
Oh, yeah, y'all
It
gonna
shows
get
the
in.
skill, the
We'll watch a
discipline,
little bit
the
of this.
respect both fighters have for each other.
Hey, make sure you ain't nowhere.
Anything out of turn.
Yeah, make that big thing.
Yeah.
All right, get your candy ass off.
Well, just a couple rounds left.
No,
Johnny.
that was
What's your
Grime I was talking
assessment
to.
so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power
What's
might
up, Chuck?
be the equalizer.
Damn, nigga dropping her.
You can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot.
Man, work, man.
Like a
Shit.
suit.
Work, bro. That's it. Got my daughter to graduate. That's all I've been doing all weekend. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm glad. Yeah, most definitely life. Yeah, gotta get back to the grind.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah, I gotta get back to the grind, man.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, man, bro.
So time to go celebrate after
Yeah, don't be up to get into it with motherfucker. You every job, you always get into it with somebody. Yeah, you gotta let them have it sometimes. Unless it's too crazy. Damn. Yeah, motherfucker can't bet $700. That ain't shit. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have it, goddamn. That's a fact. He'll get however, man. Yeah, play 2K. Are y'all 1-on-1? Oh man. Sounds like all day. Good one. I don't know how you line it up. Your dude ain't holler. He didn't holler, but he hit it. You up too close. Yep. You up. You up. You return. You got your weight up, man. He sure caught his liver. I'm gonna send it on through, Joe.